Kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all having a good day and you're doing well. Today we're going to recap some of the information that we missed from Dead by Daylight. There's some interesting stuff here, so let's go ahead and talk about everything. First things first, we have learned new information on the new game mode that is going to be coming out very soon. This new game mode or in-game event, whatever the case may be, modifier, we don't really know yet, is going to be called Blood Moon. Now, previously, we have spoken about it on the channel. However, this is going to be the first time we actually learn a little bit of information about it. Take it with a grain of salt because it's not confirmed whatsoever. So let's go ahead and talk about what we've discovered and what we've learned from this event. So here's what we learned. There will be some new gameplay, there will be an event tome, and this will feature some new cosmetics. There's also going to be new event trinkets in this, and this should begin sometime in March, as I said. As for the gameplay itself, from what we've data mined, it says that there will be blood zones that can be activated and deactivated, and can also be protected. We're not too sure what blood zones mean, but maybe it's similar to Freddy's Snare or something like that. There is also going to be receptacles for the blood itself. Now, somehow you're going to have to gain, charge, or steal these blood zones some way, somehow. We don't really know how. We don't know what that entails, but that's essentially what we know. They said that the blood zones will also grant you some bonuses, and whether this is a modifier or regular game, we don't know. Personally, I think this will just be a limited time event, and this is just going to happen throughout the game, kind of like how Pistula pedals were in the game, things like that, once upon a time. And I'm looking forward to it. This is the first time we're seeing this Blood Moon event, and I'm happy. I'm really happy about it. Now, obviously, this event is kind of replacing the Lunar New Year event, which the Lunar New Year event was pretty cool, but very basic at its core, so hopefully this is a really good upgrade. I know people really like the Lunar New Year event, but unfortunately, this is what's going to be taking over. All that we can hope for is that it does it way better. Moving on forward, I want to let you guys know that today's video is actually sponsored, and today's sponsor is Noise. Introducing Noise, the next generation of streaming platforms. Come and watch your favorite creators playing some of the best games around, in a way like never before. Start off by customizing your own character, and then it's party time in chat. Express yourself with emotions, or maybe even some unique emotes from the streamers themselves. The coolest and most unique part about this experience is unlocking and playing cards on stream. Browse some of the most unique cards that they have for every single game, and then try your luck in attempting to predict what's going to happen. And with a little bit of luck, you might just get it right. So join us on the closed beta by heading over to noise.com and signing up for the waitlist. And welcome to the next-gen live streaming platform for gamers. So a big thank you again to Noise for sponsoring today's video. I'm also going to be holding an exclusive giveaway for those of you guys that are following over on noise.com. All you have to do is to click on the link in the description, and if you want a chance to win the DLC that's coming up, I'm going to pick 5 winners once it's there. All you have to do, click on a link, make an account, drop a follow on my account, and you are good to go. It is that basic, it is that simple, and that easy to do. Carrying on forward, something cool that's happening that Dead by Daylight just tweeted out is that some of the game developers that you know, Matthew Code, Dave Recharge included, and developers of Silent Hill and Amnesia are all going to be participating in a mini docuseries called Terabytes, the Evolution of Horror Gaming. I'll leave the links down below so you guys can learn more about this, and it says that you can join them on the unmissable year-long celebration of horror gaming that culminates in the release of Terabytes, a 5-part episodic documentary featuring the developers and artists who made your favorite horror games. This sounds pretty cool. It really looks quite interesting, and you guys can get your hands on this. The digital delivery seems to be coming out in March of 2025. So link in the description if that is something that you're interested in. From what I'm reading as well, specifically in episode 2, it is called Lethal Licenses, and they talk about and explore the good, the bad, and the ugly, including the early Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre games, bizarre obscurities like Ringu, and the success behind Alien in the growing popularity of licensed chapters in games like Dead by Daylight. So you guys can look forward to watching that. Alright, next thing on the list, if you guys do not want any types of spoilers for what potentially could be the next chapter, click off the video now because that is all I'm going to be talking about for the remainder of the video. So, let's take it from the top and start all the way from the beginning. Essentially, there was a commenter going around over on YouTube basically claiming that they knew what the next chapters were. And this happens often, a lot of people do this, and people never really bat any eyes when it comes down to this. Here's the thing. It seems that everything that they've predicted and they have said has eventually come true. And in one of these comments, they mentioned what all of the chapters are going to be. They said that Chucky was going to come into the game, Alan Wake was going to come into the game, and then they had some new things that they talked about being Vecna, but not from Stranger Things, from D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and recently, we actually seen a Vecna from Dungeons & Dragons being featured in an upcoming game, and they said after that we will get Castlevania with Dracula as the killer. This really took the internet by storm, it kind of blew up, and what made matters even crazier is that they got it right with the chapter that was original. They said we were going to get a goth girl survivor, they said that the new killer is going to have like a Legion kind of personality, but they said that was a skin that they ended up seeing. So nonetheless, it is really quite interesting. So yeah, take all of that with a massive amount of salt. We'll see what ends up happening, but yeah, potentially those are the next two chapters that we're going to see, and I guess we wait and find out. Anyways, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe for some more Dead by Daylight content. As always, I'm the King. I did my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fog.